Good morning, boys and girls. It is Wednesday, May 20th. It's my favorite day of the week because I get to see you at lunchtime today for our class meeting. It will be the last class meeting that we will have before next week when we do our Zoom awards, where you're going to get a special award. So for the class meeting today, just come and be ready to just chat a little bit about some things you're excited about for this summer and what you're looking forward to the most before you go to first grade. The story I'm going to share with you is called The Rainbow Fish and the Sea Monster's Cave. Now, I know that yesterday Mrs. C read to you the story of the rainbow fish, and you learned about her shiny scales, and you heard all about how she shared them with her friends. This is the next story in the series called The Rainbow Fish and the Sea Monster's Cave. The author is Marcus Pfister. Help, come quick. The little blue fish was alarmed. His friends were there in a minute. What is it? What's wrong? Look at the bumpy-backed fish. He must be sick. He isn't moving. And he doesn't answer me. He only groans. Let me through, said the swordfish. She went up to the bumpy-backed fish. Can you tell what's wrong? The bumpy-backed fish just moaned. I don't feel good. My stomach aches. I feel terrible. You need red algae, said the swordfish. But the only place where red algae grows is on the other side of the monster's cave, and said the little blue fish. Well, I'll go get it, said Rainbow Fish. Are you out of your mind? Cried the others. That's the most dangerous place in the entire ocean. That's where the rock monsters live, and a creature with 1,000 arms to catch you. And the five-eyed globefish lives there. Rainbow Fish trembled. He almost changed his mind, but then he looked at the poor bumpy-backed fish lying in the sand. Bravely, he said, I'll go anyway. Well, I'll come with you, said the little blue fish. Well, that made Rainbow Fish feel better quickly. They swam off before they lost their nerve. The sea monster's cave was dark and frightening. The rock walls were steep and jagged. Swim lower, whispered Rainbow Fish. That rock monster has his mouth wide open, ready to eat us. The cave grew even darker. Suddenly, the little blue fish cried out, Help! The 1,000-armed creature has caught me. Rainbow Fish tugged and pulled until his friend slipped out of the monster's slimy arms. That was a close call. Now he was really scared. Rainbow Fish looked down. The five-eyed globefish is watching us, he whispered. The little blue fish shivered. Quick, let's get out of here, he said. And they swam as fast as they could until they finally emerged on the other side of the sea monster's cave. There they saw a big clump of red algae. The two friends picked up as much as they could carry, and They turned away to go. The little bluefish hesitated. I can't go back through the cave. I'm too scared to do that again. Rainbow Fish was scared too, but he said, at least now we know what's in there. They looked at each other, gathered their courage, and swam off. Soon they saw the five-eyed globefish. There's something funny about those eyes, said Rainbow Fish, and he swam a little closer to it. Was it a five-eyed globefish? Mm-mm. The Rainbow Fish laughed. That isn't a five-eyed globefish, he said. It's just the lanterns from the little lanternfish. Why, they aren't scary at all, said the little bluefish, giggling with relief. When they reached the creature with 1,000 arms, they looked more closely. Can you see the creature with 1,000 arms down here? You can tell what it is, right? Seaweed. It's not a monster. Seaweed, they said together, and they laughed. The rock monsters turned out to be just ordinary rocks. Unafraid, the two fish swam right by them and out of the cave to find their friends. So it really wasn't a bunch of monsters in that cave, right? They just didn't know. You made it, the other fish cried. Did you see the rock monsters? Did anything try to eat you? Well, we'll tell you everything later, answered Rainbow Fish. But first, we have to get the red algae to the bumpy-backed fish. The bumpy-backed fish nibbled at the algae, and soon he felt better. I don't know how I can thank you. It must have been dreadful to go through that cave. We were terribly afraid, said Rainbow Fish. But when we looked more closely, the monsters disappeared, interrupted the bluefish happily. And then the two of them told the story of their journey and all the terrifying monsters that weren't really monsters at all. And they helped the bumpy-backed fish feel better because they got him the red algae. Wasn't that so sweet? That was the Rainbow Fish. And if you like Rainbow Fish stories, when the library opens back up, because I heard it is going to open back up, so when it does, you can look for more. There's a whole lot of stories about the rainbow fish that you can look for to try to read on your own. Thank you for hearing today's story with us. We'll see you a little bit later for our Zoom, our class meeting, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.